Hey, Del Mar Pines families, I just want to take a minute and go through DMPTV. So we've got that started. We're excited about that. And this slide is a slightly dense, but I just wanted to walk through what we're doing. So there's five main parts to it: screenwriting, acting, the graphical elements, the audio elements, and then, of course, the editing. Right now, we have students each week. I spend a little bit of time with them in class screenwriting in fifth grade, and they collaborate in cohorts of 3 to 4. And then there's multiple segments to the show, and then they modify it so it can be read on a teleprompter. So that's the first part, is the screenwriting. The second part then, of course, is the acting. So on different days in the mornings right after arrival, they come in and we work on vocal inflection. We work on nonverbal communication, especially with masks on, even more important. Comedic timing, and then just a cadence of a delivery, right? So as we get sometimes excited in front of a camera, we start to talk too fast and nobody can understand us, or we stare and we're too slow, right? So working with students on the basic elements of acting. Of course, then after that's done, then we go into the large part of post-production, which is a lot of work, and the graphical elements with Mr. Sanchez, where we pick the elements to augment the script. And of course, we mark the script. And this will tie in with his classes with knowledge on Photoshop and so forth, and then integrating those elements. Of course, on the side of graphical, you have your audio elements. So we'll have some live music. I've got some additional instruments that have just come in this week. Everything from rim shots on bad jokes to the intro and the outro music will all hopefully be live as we move forward in this process. We obviously will select and use some tracks, and then, of course, the importance of sound effects. And then, of course, it comes to video editing. Just becoming knowledgeable about the basics of how to edit video, how to layer multiple tracks. Right now, we're just using a 2-camera setup for the show. We may add a third, depending upon how the show evolves. And then, of course, collaborating with other classes is required in the video editing, because now you're pulling elements from lots of different classes. And then, of course, probably the most important part of this whole thing is that as the shows are being produced, I then play them in class and we talk through our experience in watching their show, right? How was the acting? How was the timing? Is that graphical element probably the best graphical element to be used there? Yes or no? And then the class gets to provide constructive feedback to their other cohorts, which is also very useful and very applicable to them, because they will be going up soon if they haven't already. All right, so that's a little bit about DMPTV. We're very excited about it and hope you enjoy these shows. We are on pace right now to have them come out every other Friday, and stay tuned for more.